So I'm gonna assume that each and every last one of you have already seen the new Hazbin Hotel series out now on Amazon Prime and available on YouTube for a limited time. But let me ask you this, dear viewer, where is Lilith? Well, she's out there, somewhere, planning, plotting, scheming to begin an attack on heaven. But how would she ever manage to do that, you may be wondering? Well, my dear viewers, my dear viewers, that's where Alastor comes in. Now, you may be wondering, how could these two possibly have any connection to each other whatsoever? Well, let's look at the facts. For starters, in episode 1 of the Hazbin Hotel series, it is confirmed by Charlie that her mother has been missing, or at the very least not speaking to her, for a 7-year time period. And as we hear from Vox in episode 2 of Hazbin Hotel, that Alastor has also been missing for 7 years. There is no way that number is just a coincidence. And as we then see in episode 3, when Alastor is speaking with Zestiel, Zestiel questions Alastor on where he was for that time period, with Alastor responding, "Oh, he just took a well-earned sabbatical, nothing serious." But, he gives the shifty eyes. And as we all know, shifty eyes are the universal indicator that you're hiding something. But instead of going forwards, let's go backwards, because Alastor's not in episode 4 and the other two aren't out yet. Should I wait to watch them before making this video? Probably. Am I going to do that? No. Now going all the way back to the pilot, which is canon. What do we see? I'll tell you what we see. We see Charlie on her phone giving her mother a call, or rather a voicemail, because she's not answering her calls, because she's away. Away for how long? 7 years. But anyway, who is the first person that shows up not just a few moments after Lilith gets the call? Alastor. Now, is this a coincidence? Probably. Or it might be just a little itsy-bitsy, teensy-weensy, itsy-bitsy little microscopic hint as to what's to come. But I mean, surely I've got something a little more concrete than that. I mean, him just simply showing up at a door doesn't really mean anything. I mean, it could be a coincidence, it could not be. It's not really anything to go off of, so surely I have something a little better than that, right? Well, I do. Because as we see in a later scene, Alastor is admiring a portrait. A portrait of what? A portrait of Charlie's family, that's what. And who is it that he's shown to take particular notice of? Lilith, that's who. He even gives a little shifty squint as he does it to make it painfully obvious. Yet another early hint that they are planning something together. Planning behind the scenes for the last 7 years. You know, either that or he's just checking her out. I mean, I know he's asexual, but let's face it, if anyone's gonna light that spark, it's gonna be her. But I'm getting off topic. Now, what is the plan? What is the motive? What is the reason for any of this happening? Well, I'll tell you, dear viewer, I'll tell you. Lilith is just using Alastor to keep an eye on her daughter while they plan to begin the rebellion against heaven. Once the extermination happens and the angels are raining down from the sky, I imagine that'll open up a temporary gateway back into heaven, to which then she will begin her song, her singing, her beautiful music that will be amplified with Alastor's radio broadcast all throughout hell, for all to hear and all to be empowered to rally behind one cause. What is that cause? To attack and conquer the heavens in the name of hell. Plus, the one thing that really gets to me is that you set up Lilith having this great singing voice in the first episode, in a musical no less, so you can't not pay it off in the finale. And who better to do that than the man famous for broadcasting all throughout hell? I imagine he's gonna give her his microphone, and that's when the war begins. Hi, me from the future here. So I just watched episode 5. Husker goes up to Alastor and makes a note of, "Don't forget, I'm not the only one who's on a leash here." So you're thinking, oh, well, who has enough power to leash Alastor? Could it be Lucifer? No, because Alastor doesn't fear Lucifer. So who does that leave? Could it be the only other character that has been set up in this series to have enough power to be able to do such a thing? Lilith? But hey, that's just a theory. A non-association with film theory. Thanks for watching.